Hey everybody, Kirk, Transfer Warehouse. Day 2, winding down, but we got to see Courtney at the Crafty Brick, and we had a lot of fun there, and we are back in Long Beach, and we're gonna visit with Megan from Lovebird Heartworks, so stay tuned, lots more coming. She is coming and hanging out with us for a little bit, and we're gonna interview her and talk to her and see what she's doing. Hey everybody, Kirk with Transfer Warehouse. I am here with Megan, Lovebird Heartworks, and we are with a special edition of Beyond the Rolls on the road. We are in Long Beach. Megan came out to visit us here at our house here that we've rented temporary to hang out, go to the impressions, everything else, and we're looking forward to catch up with Megan. So, what's going on, Megan?
Not much. I'm just excited to be here. Honestly, I'm pretty stoked to meet you and Brooke and hang out, get to know the inner workings of Heat Transfer Warehouse. And
well, we appreciate you coming out and visit us. Obviously, I know it's not just a short drive, but it's a little bit of a drive.
That's all right.
But just tell us a little bit about, because obviously we really want to get to know Megan and kind of like behind the scenes and what's going on. So just tell us a little bit about kind of what your family and what's going on, and so we can learn a little bit more.
All right. I'm a mom. I have 2 young kids. They're fun. Just kind of daily life. I like to craft in my spare time and teach others to get creative with what they have. And that's pretty much it. Just really to, whether it's crafting with the kids or just kind of getting some mental relaxation to just kind of zone out and craft how I need to do. That's what I really love to do, and I love to share with others, what I do and different ways to go about playing with different materials.
And you've done, so tell us, I heard you say you're from San Diego.
Yeah.
And then your husband is from Ohio.
He's from Ohio.
Okay, so obviously he found out California might be a little bit better than Ohio.
Yeah.
So you lived out here, and at what point did you say crafting is my thing, and I want to like show and teach and guide others?
Well, it all just kind of a little bit happened by accident. My husband got me a Cricut in 2016. He came home from work one day and he worked for a golf company. Probably can't say which one, but he was talking about this machine that makes all these little circles and makes it out of vinyl. And I was like, "You have a Cricut machine?" And he said, "I didn't know that you would even know what this is. Like, what would you do with it?" And I said, "What wouldn't I do with it? I would make shirts and I would make decals and I could make, all the things." So he got me one for Christmas, and that was my first machine. And then, since then, it's a little bit of an obsession.
And that's okay. I love,
Yeah.
You mentioned obviously, so if you're gonna do something to like just chill out and zone,
Yeah.
is crafting the thing?
That is the thing. It is. Other than like the actual machine running, it's something I can do quietly. I can do it when the kids are asleep. I can design stuff, anywhere. With mobile apps, you can use stuff, I'm not gonna do it on the way home, but I was over at a friend's house the other day and we were just sitting there like just geeking out and designing stuff. And I don't know, I love it. Like just to be able to sit and just be creative and see if I have an idea and I'm like, can I make this work? Can I make this out of wood? If I put magnets on the back, will the magnets hold it? Can I put this material with this material on a t-shirt? Like, I don't know. I think trial and error is one of my favorite things about crafting.
And obviously, yes, trial and error is key with all that stuff, because
Yes.
we found obviously mistakes happen.
Yes, they do.
And that's what I always tell people. And so, tell us about your kids. We got 2 kids.
Yeah.
Ages, how old?
One is almost 10. Next week she'll be 10. And then my son is about 6.5. So they are both very different. My girl, you give her a coloring book and some markers and she's just happy-go-lucky. My boy we are recently finding out he's a gamer. So that's fun. And he's obsessed with Lego. It's not Legos. Did you know it's not Legos? It is improper to say Legos.
Lego.
It is Lego bricks. It is
yes.
Lego. The small man is 6. He will correct you with love, but he will.
So has he been to Legoland? That's what I want to know. So.
He has, but he was small enough that he was really frightened of the roller coasters, but was really enamored with all of the figures and knowing that everything throughout Legoland was created with Lego. Obsessed.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So.
They're fun. They're creative. They're brainy. I love them. They come to me with their problems all the time, and I'm like, let's get into it. Let's figure it out. So.
That's great. I mean, kids are always a challenge, and I always like every day. You're like, they make you think something differently. Because I tell you, like, it's like my kids come in and you're like what?
Yeah.
Like, some days you're just shaking your head.
Yeah.
But, a lot of fun, and that's cool to see that they have a passion for stuff. And
they do.
So, and you mentioned your passion, obviously, with crafting. At what point would you say, "Hey, I want to just start helping and putting it out there"? Like, hey, I can show others.
Yeah. So when I got my machine, I started thinking about what I can make for others. And my local church was having like a baby bottle drive. Like they were handing out baby bottles to everybody, and they were like, bring it back with like quarters or whatever. So I got on social media and I was like, hey, if you place an order, like all profits are gonna go in this bottle. Like whatever materials, that's fine. Like all the profits are going into this bottle. And so I just had friends left and right placing custom orders. So I started recording these and then sharing on social media. This is back in like 2017. So social media wasn't short form video yet.
No.
There wasn't really like a behind the scenes, like this is how you make the things. It was really, people were like, why are you giving away all the secrets? And I'm like, because it gets people excited about crafting.
Yeah.
So that's when I just started sharing, and it just really picked up. And people were stoked on it. And I'm like, well, if people want to learn, like I'll teach what I know. Like, normally to teach somebody something, you only have to be a couple steps ahead. So I just keep sharing and keep failing and learning through the processes, and that's it. So here we are.
Well, we certainly appreciate how much you share and help and do the stuff that's going on. And you think about like, what's one tip, say, I got my Cricut or my Cameo or whatever craft cutter I got.
Okay.
Besides taking it out of the box.
Yep. Step 1.
What's kind of like the tip of like, you would say, do this?
I would say don't give up. I know maybe that's cliche, maybe it's not. So other than just saying don't give up, I would say experiment. Think about what you want to make and then kind of dissect it and figure out what you need and just try it. Whether it's a shirt that maybe you see or a design that you're like, can I make that? Just dissect it and start from the beginning. My dad likes to say, begin with the end in mind. So I think about that when I start a lot of projects. That's what I would say.
So tell us one thing about Megan that we should know.
Oh, shoot.
You thought it was going to be easy on you.
I know. I'm like, come on now. I'm already blushing. I don't know. I don't know. That's a hard one. I don't want to cry.
Well, let's just say, like, what's something that nobody else knows about you? You're like,
I don't know. Probably that I struggle like a lot. Maybe that's why I love crafting, because I'm comfortable with it. But when it comes to like meeting new people, I have anxieties. When it comes to like recording these things, I have anxieties. When it comes to coming and meeting new people that I haven't met, I'm like excited about it. But like the whole ride here, I was like, did I put on deodorant? Am I sweaty? Like,
so, first time meeting us, obviously, in person. So but the camera's not on. I'm like, actually, it's not on.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, so we didn't turn the camera on at all
Great.
today.
I'm ready to start whenever we're ready then.
Okay, so we'll start with something that's like ice cream, favorite ice cream.
If we're at Thrifty's, give me chocolate malted crunch.
Ooh, I gotta try that. I don't think I had that
Oh
one yet.
my gosh.
So
Yes.
now we know where we're going later.
Yes.
Pizza, favorite pizza.
I love mushroom, onion, and jalapeno.
Wow, that is not what I expected, but I'm gonna,
No?
I'm gonna go for it.
It's delicious. What did you expect?
I don't know. I didn't. That's like a great combo, but I didn't think that. Combo
Oh,
was-
it's delicious.
So Brooke, write that down.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it. So
Yeah. With a nice garlicky crust.
No.
Yeah, good stuff.
right now I'm hungry for pizza.
I also never
Sorry.
would have thought Thanks a lot.
So what's you think about like what drives you to like just be crafty and help?
See, that's hard because I feel like I'm stalled out right now, and I gotta get like back in touch, and I think I need to ask again people like, what do you want to learn? Because there's so many things right now that are available. Like even with just a Cricut, you can, and then there's sublimation, right? So there's so many different lanes, and I might have ADHD, so I have problems staying with just one lane. Like I can't just do vinyl, I can't just do sublimation. I have to be doing all the things.
But that's
so
fun.
Right, that is the fun.
ADHD or not, that's a fun. I mean,
Right,
that's
but
the
then
fun
I'm
part.
like the nicheless crafter. Like I can't just like do just the one thing. So I don't know. I don't know what's next. I don't know what I'm doing right now. Like
So maybe we'll ask everybody else to say, tell Megan what you want to see.
yeah, what do you want to see?
Comment and talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's see what's gonna go on because I know you're gonna find something great.
Yeah,
I know you will.
yeah.
Been watching your stuff and what you do is awesome.
Thank you.
I mean, it's really cool. And I love the fact that truly here you've shown your passion for the crafting, but also helping others.
That's
And I
my
think
favorite.
that's awesome. And I love it when people put themselves before others, and be able to basically reverse that and say put others before themselves, and that's what you do, and that's amazing. I think that's awesome. So, what could we tell somebody when they're starting? Is what should they start with as far as when they're going to start making shirts?
Yeah.
What's one mistake they're going to make?
Oh, mirror your image.
Mirror your image.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's never happened before.
Well, and I would say that it's a 95% rule. It's not 100%. Sometimes you get pattern vinyl, you don't mirror your image, but
True.
I think it's really important to before you put the cart before the horse, look at your materials and kind of know what you're dealing with, because you don't want to waste materials. They're no offense, they're not cheap. So
No,
when you don't mirror your image, you're like, okay, now I have 9 by 12 of what am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
I don't know, iron it onto a piece of glass and use it still.
Test it
So,
somewhere.
yeah.
It says test. Take your mistakes.
Yeah.
And I would say test it. Use it
Yeah.
somewhere else to try it out, so
Yeah.
that you get a feel for like, hey, I did screw up, but could I test on something new
Yeah.
that I didn't try it?
Yeah.
Maybe it would. So
If you screw up, maybe make yourself a selfie shirt that's like you
There we
look in
go.
the mirror and then it's the right side. Or
true. Just have that your morning shirt.
see, that's one of my favorite things is troubleshooting. Like, how can we take this fail and fix it?
Great advice.
Yeah.
So and make fun of it. So anything you see trending or you say, what's out there you see like kind of people are like gravitating or going to.
Oh man, I'm kind of the worst with trends. You'll see me posting Valentine's Day stuff on February 13th. Like, there's still time, but
From a guy's perspective, that would be still time.
right. And that's me. Like, I'm like, oh, it's December 23rd. Maybe now I should post Christmas stuff. But I think sublimation is trending. I know it's been trending for a while, but I don't see it stopping. I think that it is going to explode into the things that you can put it on. Whether, I just did cutting boards for Christmas for some of my family, and they were like, wait, you made these?
Yeah.
That's my favorite, when people are like, hold up. Like, where, did you really go like 5 years back into my Facebook and find photos to put on this thing? And I'm like, yeah. Like,
Yeah, and that's what's fun about, I think, is sublimation, is like, even today we took a picture of us, printed it, put it on a solar panel.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so that's the versatility of it. It's like,
Yeah.
you can literally take your iPhone, boom, print it.
Yeah.
And I think the versatility of it is crazy, and where we can go with it, it's very interesting, and I think it's going to keep on growing.
Yeah.
I think sublimation is definitely here to stay, and it's going to hang on, and we're going to see it go in other areas. So it's a lot of fun with that stuff. But so tell me more. Like, you grew up in San Diego.
Yes, sir.
Okay. High school mascot.
Panthers.
Panthers.
Yep.
Okay. We won't say mine. It's not even close to like a cool.
I think we need to hear it.
Okay. It's a potato. It's a spud.
Stop.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do with that?
I don't know.
The backstory on it is
I
back
got
in the day is, and when I grew up in Martin, Minnesota, was we were the potato growing region for that area, and so they called us the Spuds.
And then came along Idaho and just stole it right out from
Stole it
underneath
right out
you.
from us, and now we don't even really grow potatoes around there.
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, but hey,
It's hard.
at least we can eat it.
Right.
So Panther's harder to catch. So.
Sorry.
Brooke set me up on that.
I know.
I need to know.
She's like, no, we need to know. We need
I
to
know exactly where you grew up. Let's just get it out in the open.
That's
So-
funny.
You were a potato.
So, high school mascot.
Yes.
I'm not gonna live this one down ever again.
No,
So.
no.
High school mascot. What was your favorite part about San Diego?
I like being super close to the beach. To just have like a half an hour and be like, I'm just gonna go drive down to the beach. That, and you can wear sandals every day. Every day. I'm not used to this weather right now happening in California. I'm like, I've been in shoes for like 2 months.
So we're like Fargo. We're like, this is great. Like we're loving this weather. Like we're all like t-shirts and all
Right?
that stuff. Yeah,
Right?
it's great for us.
But it's hard.
You're acclimated to the weather, obviously. It's,
Yeah, I go out to my car in the morning. I'm like, it's 30 degrees. I'm like, ugh. I have on like leggings and jeans and, layered up like I'm ready to go to the snow. But I'm just taking my kids to school.
Yeah, we're loving this right now.
I bet.
So if I'm gonna go visit San Diego, what's one thing I have to do?
Go see the seals in La Jolla. They're my favorite.
I've been there, done it. It's really
I love them.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Yes.
Yeah.
We had kayaking out there, and it was awesome.
I've never been in a kayak.
So there
I
you go.
might
Something new for
I
you.
might be afraid of sharks
So
and big giant whales. I've seen too many videos of sharks very close to the shores. I'm just fine with looking at the seals.
Look at the seals?
From the jetty. Yeah.
So, but beautiful area. So
Gorgeous.
favorite restaurant?
Okay, is this my favorite restaurant where I live now? Or favorite restaurant where we used to live?
Both. Let's go both.
Okay. So Cocina del Charro is in San Marcos. Delicious Mexican food. I may have a thing for Mexican food because near us there is also in Temecula Guadalajara, which is delicious. Not necessarily like Mexican food because it is Guadalajara, so it is a little bit more south. Very good.
Okay.
And they have like this mango margarita, and then they have like this fruit roll-up thing with like the chamoy and like the delicious peppery. I'm losing my words right now because I'm so excited. I'm just like salivating. But
are we leaving yet?
delicious. So now we've got pizza, we've got Mexican food,
Ice cream.
yeah, right, ice creams.
We have a food theme going on
I know,
here. So,
I know. Well, I mean, we might be hungry, so
yeah, we
there's
could be
that.
there. So think about it, like, what's one like thing growing up you remember coming out of San Diego? Yeah. One life moment would be like,
Damn, you're gonna make me cry again. I love going to the zoo with my mom.
I love the zoo there. So awesome.
Yeah.
So now you're in San Diego.
Yep.
And now you moved.
Yep.
Correct. To Empire Inland.
Yeah, to Riverside.
Okay. If I said it right, but Riverside.
Yeah, Inland Empire, which sounds like real fancy.
It does.
It is
It
not.
does. I live in the Empire. Inland Empire. Right?
It is not.
And that's where you're at today, right?
Yeah.
So, and I really appreciate you driving over and catching
My
up with
pleasure.
us.
Thanks for having me.
Any last words you want to say to anybody? Just be like, hey, here's your inspiration. What are you gonna say?
I love you. That's all I got.
And that's perfect. We should end that. We're gonna end on that. Is to say, everybody, again, thank you, Megan, Lovebird Heartworks, and we're gonna end with say I love you to anybody
Yeah.
because it's important. And we really appreciate everybody tuning in. This special edition of Beyond the Rolls on the road from Long Beach. Thank you, everybody. See you later.